Good morning from the Tonto National Forest here in Arizona, just outside of Apache Junction, Arizona in the Superstition Mountains. There is a front currently moving in and the wind's blowing out there. You might actually hear it picked up on the camera. I have been here for several days now. I actually finished up my trip in California on Catalina Island. That was a week-long trip in total. I spent a week on the island, got back to the mainland, packed up, and headed here to Arizona. My first stop was actually just outside of Sedona. I was boondocking in a beautiful location there. However, a front was moving in there. There was snow expected, rain expected, and I did not want to get stuck in the mud. The earth out there is very soft, it's susceptible to water, and it's easy to get stuck in the mud if there is a rain event. So I moved over here to the Tonto National Forest just outside of the greater Phoenix area, and I'm here at a Forest Service campground called Tortilla Campground, situated in the beautiful Superstition Mountains. It's an amazing spot. I feel pretty safe here if rain comes, and there is actually a lot more on the way, so I'm kind of hunkered down here for now. I really didn't get a chance to explore Sedona very much because I was getting some work done. I'm still finding my balance of, and this is almost 5 years into living on the road, work, travel, and the actual adventures, and work being the editing process. It's sometimes tough as a one-woman show to get all of that done and still upload a video every Sunday. So sometimes I do fall short, and I didn't have a video for one Sunday after I got done with my Catalina trip. There was a lot of footage to sift through on that trip. 4 different cameras. I had my 2 cameras, my friend Joey's 2 cameras. Still trying to travel, and yeah, sometimes I can't get it done, but I do the best that I can. So yes, there is a lot more rain on the way. It is supposed to be about 5 days of rain in total. I don't think we're going to get hammered as badly as California. There's an atmospheric river, the Pineapple Express, coming through, and we are going to feel the effects of that here in this area as well. However, I don't think as bad, but I am getting braced for it. I do have water here. I have sewer hookups here. I don't have power, so solar might become an issue if there is no sunlight. It's been great so far because there's been some beautiful sunny days, almost 80 degrees. However, that is about to change. So the plan for today is I want to show you this area. I was planning to do a hike, but with this wind, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that and film it. So I think that I'll just show you some of this area. There's a really cool kind of little touristy attraction very nearby within walking distance of the camp. I want to follow this road out towards Tortilla Flat. The road does end 9 miles out, and I think it becomes a dirt road a little further out, and I think it's going to be a beautiful drive. This canyon, these mountains are gorgeous, so we're just going to explore. I just want to take a quick minute to talk to you all about one of my favorite beverages on the planet, AG1. I've never been a person for New Year's resolutions. I've never joined a gym. I prefer walking and hiking as an exercise. But one thing that I've stuck to, bar none, over the last 2 years is taking my AG1 daily. Getting back into routine after the holiday season can be tricky. Thankfully, the adaptogens, vitamins, and minerals in AG1 provide support for stress and help balance the nervous system for a healthy mood. Whether it's a new resolution for you or just a recommitment to living healthy, be sure to start your mornings with AG1 daily. Thanks to a science-driven blend of prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes, AG1 helps support your gut health no matter where your health journey takes you. I feel better when I take AG1. I feel more energetic, focused, less stressed, and just overall healthy. It's become the most important part of my daily routine. As of January 2024, I have been taking AG1 for 2 whole years. It is a health commitment that I have stuck with that's easy, and you can do it too. If you'd like to start on your own AG1 health journey, go ahead and click that link below and they will give you a year's supply of vitamin D3, K2, plus 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to this gorgeous day before the weather comes in. As with most of the terrain surrounding the Phoenix metropolitan area, the Superstition Mountains have a desert climate with high summer temperatures and a handful of perennial sources of water. The range has a maximum elevation of 6,266 feet. It is absolutely stunning. This video footage doesn't do it justice. You have to see it for yourself. Well, I was going to stop at Tortilla Flat. It's a very cute little touristy area with a restaurant, a mercantile, a general store. However, it is absolutely packed and it's a Monday. I guess there are no such thing as weekdays around here. Every day's a weekend. There's a tour bus there, nowhere to park. So I'm going to wait. There is a restaurant there that has live music out on the patio, which is really cool, but it does attract a lot of folks. They close at 4, so I think it'll be a little bit quieter then. And I can walk from camp, so I won't have to worry about parking. So that is what I'm gonna do. I will show it to you, but it'll have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna definitely stop there though, because I wanna get some homemade fudge. Tortilla Creek runs right below this camp, so I'm going to hike down there and take a look at it because I think in a couple of days it's going to be much more swift, much more raging after the rains. It was already flowing quite a bit more heavily after the last rains, but I think after these next ones it's going to be even worse. Luckily, I'm sitting kind of up high at this campground, so I'm not really worried about flash floods, but flash floods can come through this area. So I'm gonna go down there and take a look at it and maybe compare it again in a couple of days. Heading over to Tortilla Flats. We'll see if the crowds have dissipated. I want my fudge. Tortilla Flat was established back in 1904 as a town and stagecoach stop. The legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold mine centers around the Superstition Mountains. According to the legend, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz discovered a motherlode of gold in the Superstition wilderness and revealed its location on his deathbed in Phoenix in 1891 to Julia Thomas, a boarding house owner who had taken care of him for many years. Several mines have been claimed to be the actual mine that Waltz discovered, but none of those claims have been verified. Some Apaches believe that the hole leading down into the lower world, or hell, is located in the Superstition Mountains. Winds blowing from the hole are supposed to be the cause of severe dust storms in the metropolitan region. Fun fact, I lived in Phoenix for about 7 months in the year 2006 for work. I didn't last long once the summer heat started, but I did experience one of those dust storms, or haboobs as they're called, and it was incredible, an incredible thing to see. This is a very popular tourist destination as you drive a beautiful scenic drive to get here, the Apache Trail Scenic Drive. It's a very windy mountainous road, but the views are incredible. I figured I should eat dinner before I dive into my fudge. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a super simple hamburger, and I just season it with onion soup mix. It's very easy, very flavorful. I'll of course put some cheese on top, and then I'm going to have a side of steamed broccoli. This is what you call, I need to get out for groceries meal. But I will have some leftovers and it will be tasty. Only covered one with cheese. I went with the Snickers fudge and it looks awesome, and I'm gonna need it because my phone was knocked over by the wind when I was filming that last scene by the creek, and unfortunately this is what it's doing now. And sometimes the screen goes totally black, so I'm having a new one sent to my cousin's house in Tucson, which is 90 miles from here. So I will have to go pick that up, and that was an unexpected turn of events, but luckily I'm insured, even though it's still going to cost me $275 as the deductible. Arg. Let's end this day on a high note, shall we, by viewing this evening's earlier gorgeous sunset. Well, y'all, the rain hasn't started yet, but it is on the way. I saw that it's going to start raining pretty heavily around 3 p.m. It is now roughly around 11. I think it's going to start sprinkling soon and then just get worse and worse. My plan is to wait out the heaviest of the rain and then start making my way down to Tucson, where my new phone will be delivered. Luckily, I was already going to be heading that way anyways. I do have a multi-day trip planned in that area. We have some sunny days coming up, and there's going to be a good weather window to do this trip, so I'm excited about that. I also have a tentative plan on the docket for a big trip here in Arizona in a big location, someplace I have backpacked before, but it's been several years since I've been there on a backpacking trip. Very excited for that, so stay tuned. Right now the plan is to hunker down and conserve on my solar because I'm not getting a whole lot of solar input with the cloud cover, although I am getting a little bit. So I'll just have to conserve on that until I have some sunnier days. I used to carry a generator but found I never used it, so I just left it with family, and I haven't carried it since, but I might regret that at some point. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. You might recall that a few videos ago I made a call to action for viewers who are not subscribed to please subscribe. I am getting very close to 100,000 subscribers. I'm at about 94.5 at the moment, and yeah, I think I'll hit that number this year. It's been a long time coming. I have been making content on YouTube regularly since 2016, but went full-time with it when I hit the road full-time in 2019. This is my full-time gig. I have watched a lot of other channels who started up well past me, surpassed me in subscriber numbers, so I'd really appreciate if you all would help me get to that number. I know a lot of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. I think over 60%. That's a pretty high number. Thank you all in advance. I really appreciate it. And if you are already subscribed or you think you are subscribed, please go ahead and double check that you are indeed. I have had folks tell me that they were subscribed, but when they checked, they were no longer subscribed. So somehow they were unsubscribed. I've heard of that happening to myself and other creators as well. So just double check that you are indeed still subscribed as well. I hope you all enjoyed sharing this stunning little piece of Arizona with me. I absolutely love this area. And if you've been around for a while, you might recognize that I have been here before. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all on the next adventure. See you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye. Just had a torrential downpour about an hour and a half ago, and now there are new waterfalls where waterfalls did not previously exist.